So today we're going to be just planting some tomato seeds. We were at the store a week or two ago, and I think the sale was you got 3 tomato plants for $10. So we're going to go ahead and plant our own. It might be a little bit later in the year, but we've had some pretty deep frosts yet, so I think we're going to be good. Just wanted to give you a couple pointers on that. We had a bunch of, we don't even know where they came from, just little drink cups. So I decided that we were just going to use these up. I know you can get the little peat moss cups, but I think these will do just fine. We'll be able to pop them right out of here. When we go to transplant them, won't be an issue at all. So I just cut them down because they're a little tall. And since these aren't peat moss, I just made a little bit of a drainage hole in the bottom. I just kind of cutting an X in the bottom there. Next step is we're going to want to put some soil in. This is just kind of a cheap potting soil, and then we mix it with some of our own compost. You kind of want to make sure that some of these bigger lumps, either break them up or you make sure they're not right on top. We're just going to go ahead and fill that up. You don't want to pack it way down there like cement. You just want it to be just a little bit firm. You want them to be able to grow and break through the top. I heard some people say, hey, you know, the tougher it is, the stronger they'll be, but I think that'll work just fine for us. We want to give them a chance. We already did this one here. I think, what are they? Some Oregon Springs, a little bit quicker, a little bit bigger tomato. I like my Romas because I do a lot of canning and homemade tomato sauce, and Romas just seem to, you get the most out of them. They seem to be just a little bit meatier for something like that. So we're going to go a lot for those there too. Anyway, we're done with this now. So a nice little trick is you get some toothpicks. Use a dampen one. That's going to grab your seed. You don't have to go very far down. Just 1/8 of an inch. So you just kind of poke that in there just a little bit. We got that in there. And we're going to do 2 per cup. That's kind of what I'm talking about there. So we're going to do 2 per cup, and when they start to sprout, you'll kind of see that there's a stronger one. If both of them sprout, if one of them sprout, that's fine. If there's 2 of them, we'll want to pluck one of those out at that time. So you're just going to want to continue to do that through all of your little cups here. I would suggest in a cup this size too. If you have a little bit bigger, you can go 3. Probably wouldn't suggest more than that because you're going to have to pluck out. If they all grow, you're going to have to pluck a couple of them out and let the stronger one. So that's all you really have to do. And I'm going to continue on with these. We actually got more seed packets that we're going to work on too. Didn't think you really needed to watch that one so much. We're just going to give them a little bit of water here with the little drainage in the bottom. And we're going to continue on with those ones there. But this one here, we put these little popsicle sticks kind of in the corners, because all we're going to do is we're just going to end up covering this with saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever you want to call it. And we're actually going to put these, I know people are going to be like, well, where do they get the light from? This is just to get them started. It's nice and warm. It's going to be damp up there. They're watered, and we'll have to do a couple little sheets here, but we're just going to set them up on top of the fridge. And you want to check them about every 2 days, and you're going to want to feel the top of the soil. I already watered these and see that if they're moist or not. And if they're not, you want to give them a little bit of water. If they are, go ahead and do that. And hopefully here in a couple weeks or whatever, we're going to be able to find out which ones grew, which ones didn't, which ones to keep. And we will keep you updated while we move them outside. And retransplant them after we know the frosts are done here. Now in northern Minnesota, we are still getting frost. Yesterday, I kid you not, they were talking tornadoes. We had hail. We had heavy rains. Woke up at about 5 o'clock this morning, looked out the door, and there was snow in my car. So you never know up here. We want to make sure the frost is good and gone before you put tomatoes out here. At some point, we are trying to build a greenhouse, and that would be a great place for us to do this in. See that in a future video, and I hope you stay tuned to find out how this turns out. Thank you.